It's 2024 and Armani has released yet another My Way with My Way Nectar. I got a sample here. It's not officially out in the US yet. Hopefully soon. Maybe. Let's compare it to the others. See if it's worth getting if you have any of these. We're going to start with 2020's My Way. My Way was a fresh new floral scent that was supposed to promote being eco-friendly, refillable, and just something everyone could love. Here's my bottle. You'll notice it's another year and it's just as yellow as it was after 2021. It yellowed fast. I don't know why. The scent smells the same, I think. Let's give it a shot. You know, like I said, these are refillable, so this cap screws off if you want it to. Good spray. You see how much of that came out? Good God. So that's the My Way everyone loves. That's why they've made 5 of the dang things. Very floral. Huge on this tuberose note. It's also got orange blossom, bergamot. Man, depends what country you're from. People rip on me for saying these things 10 different ways. I even had a discussion today with my hairstylist, which made me think. Let me know in the comments. Saffron. You say that saffron, right? Right? She said it saffron, or she wasn't sure how to say it, and that made me think, maybe I don't know how to say it. I don't know. We were debating this. Let me know in the comments. I could look it up, but I don't care enough. But I cared enough to bring it up here, so what do I know? Yep, so you got everything I said. Orange blossom, bergamot, tuberose. There's a muskiness to it. There's cedar wood. Madagascar, vanilla. I couldn't tell you the difference between any kinds of vanilla, but there's a little bit of vanilla sweetness in there. It all comes together for this nice floral, but still light, fruity scent. It's a hit. Everyone loves it. That's My Way. Then we've got My Way Intense. Bear in mind, these are all eau de parfums. My Way Intense, for whatever reason, has stayed pink. Whatever they did wrong with this one, or whatever made it yellow, they learned their lesson. This one, maybe not the most gorgeous pink. I think it is on camera, but it's kind of dull in person. Either way, same bottle, just it gets kind of blue, so you know it's the intense version. What makes it more intense? I don't remember. Let's give it a sniff. Yes, there's a note to it that is more, it's darker, it's more intense than this one. Still has that same characteristic of the orange blossom, the tuberose, but there's something deeply integrated with it that makes it more intense. Do I remember it's like iris or something? Let's take a look. No, I think what it is it's got sandalwood. So in the base of this, there's that woody sandalwood intensity that really plays nice with the rest of the scent, which again is pretty much the same as this. Huge on the tuberose and orange blossom. Really nice. And it was different enough that if you loved this, you might be interested in this. I think that's what I said about it. Next up, we have My Way Floral. This one comes in this gorgeous frosted bottle, nice and pink, otherwise looks the same. And based on the name, you would assume it's a bit more floral, right? But right off the bat, when you smell it, it almost strikes me as more fruity. It's a lighter scent. It's fresher. That's what it has over these two. Again, it has the same characteristics as My Way, but it's got green mandarin, has bitter orange. They're really playing up the orange on the top. It's really nice. It gets rid of some of that woodiness on the bottom. There's no sandalwood, no cedar wood. And adding to the tuberose, we have neroli. And it's my understanding that's kind of an orange smelling flower as it is, right? Or at least in every fragrance I've smelled it in, it's paired with orange. So that's what I associate it with. So it's huge on all that. Everything I just mentioned. The bitter orange, the neroli, It's really nice. And quite honestly, it might be my favorite of the three that we've gone over so far. I think this, if you could only choose from one of them, you go with Floral. That's my pick, at least. Then Armani had this huge craze last year with releasing new Parfum versions of every one of their scents. So we've got My Way Parfum. I don't remember what's different about it. If it's more concentrated, I don't know. Let's give it a shot. This one takes after the style of the Intense bottle, but it's even more blue tinted than that was, for whatever that's worth. Really just to help you distinguish the bottles if you have multiple, because they don't write on it what it is. Now this one, it's been a while. It's been a year. I don't think I've smelled it since. This one is even more different than those three, at least right now, smelling them to me. There's something that encompasses all of it that's darker. It's more intense. It's more intense than intense, if you will. You might be thinking, Poppy, you should be smelling coffee beans or something in between. I think I tossed my coffee beans. You know what I have is seasoning. Tell you that'll clear the My Way out of your nostrils there. But it doesn't change what I was smelling. That's nice. So the Parfum one is everything we talked about pretty much. It ditches the neroli for iris and ambretta, musk mallow. I don't know what that is. I don't know that note was identified last time I smelled this. We've gone back to cedarwood. So really what it is, in my opinion, is it's an even more intense version of the original. So instead of the intense take, you've got Parfum, which is just another take on being more intense. I guess it's probably in part to that iris note. It's nice. Honestly, if I could have two of them, I would have Floral and I would have Parfum. Up till now. Now we get to smell the nectar. So here's my official sample card of My Way Nectar. I just did a review on it, or like a first impressions thing, and I liked it, but I didn't really understand what was different between this and any of these. So I'm going to give it another smell. I'm still not sure I quite understand what's different. And in comparing it, I can tell. So nectar, it's sweeter. It's much sweeter. It's probably closest to Floral or the original, but there's a super fruity note to it, which I already forgot. Pear. There's a pear note to it. That's huge. It's huge on the opening. Yeah, it throws in violet leaf. It has pear, but otherwise it's basically the same scent. But that pear is huge. At least on the opening. I have here a sample from about, 25 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. The pear's still there. But not quite as much. But again, this is a paper. I also sprayed it on my wrist. On my wrist, a lot of that sweetness is gone. It's a completely different scent freshly spraying it on this paper. That pear note it just smells like My Way again. I guess at the end of the day, probably the nectar, the floral, the original, they're all going to smell the same after they dry down. They're similar enough. But it's nice. If you're spraying that on your clothing, there's a good chance that develops differently. Honestly, I think spraying it fresh, I like this nectar the best. I really like the sweetness of that pear and what it adds to the scent. So I don't know that I would rank them, keep in mind what I said, what's similar. You've got your My Way. You've got the more fruity version of it with floral. You've got an even fruitier version of it with nectar. You've got an intense version of it with intense. You have a different take on an intense version with the Parfum. They're not crazy long lasting. After 4 or 5 hours, it's going to start to dissipate. These are mass market, typical scents. It's about what they last. That's going to vary per person. So I don't know that we needed this. I don't know that we needed another version of My Way, but we have it. We're up to 5. 6 if you count the Nacra, I don't know how to say it, version with like the glittery stuff in it, but it's just the original scent that looks cool. I don't have that. I don't want or need that. Yeah, let me know if you've tried My Way Nectar in the comments there. Let me know if you've got all these, how you think they compare. I find it interesting. I do. We all smell this stuff differently. So there could be something I love that you hate, and I get plenty of that in the comments. So it's okay if we disagree on things, because we all smell and taste and live a little differently, right? I don't know. Thanks for watching. I'm Poppy. This is Poppy Style. Let me know if you enjoyed this comparison video, if there's something else you want to see me go down the lineup of. I've been back and forth on whether I want to keep this channel going. But for some reason, y'all love seeing these My Way videos. So I had to grab a sample of that. I would have grabbed the full bottle. That's what it looks like if I didn't show that already. But I can't get it here yet. It's not out. Let me know. My Way Nectar, the whole My Way lineup. Thanks for watching. See ya.